Hey y'all, so after looking at the pumpkins yesterday and continuing to stare at this unsightly window box, I decided to go ahead and grab some plants for that today. I just couldn't take it anymore. So I grabbed some kale, some violas, and some ornamental peppers that I'll be placing in the window box to make it look just a little bit better. I'll be keeping a few things that are in there and just kind of trimming them up a little bit. We're not expected to get a freeze anytime soon. I think it's going to get down into the 40s next week, so we will be getting quite a bit colder, but it shouldn't affect some of the things that are in there. And I think we still have a little bit of bloom time left on those, so I'm just going to trim them back versus pulling them out. So let me turn around here really quick and I'll give you a shot of what I got for the window box. So first of all, there is a number of people that said you need to put a kale there, and I totally agreed with that prior to posting the video. I just didn't have an extra kale, so I got one of those today while I was at the nursery. I got some more kale. Not sure exactly what this variety is, but some more of the same right there. The ornamental peppers are really pretty with the dark leaves, the purple blooms, and the dark peppers. And then the violas. So I love violas. Violas self-seed here for us very, very well. And I really would prefer pansies because the faces are bigger and they show up better from the street. However, the nursery didn't have solid white face pansies, so I decided to go ahead and get the violas. So let me just get my camera set up. I don't even want to show you a close-up of this because it's just looking rough. But I'm going to trim everything back a little bit, get the things placed, take a look at it, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I cut back some of this variegated vinca. Vinca is a perennial here for us. I don't know if it will come back in the window box, being that it's elevated. We'll see how it does with the cold. Some of these mouse ears hostas, I'm gonna save. There's a few of them. This area, we lost a large branch from here that used to go, let me see if I can get a good shot of this. It used to go almost all the way to the house. And this maple has had a lot of breakage. We had Arbor Image really look it over, and they don't see any issues with it other than it maybe had some weak branches. So we've had quite a few branches on that break, and because of that, this just got pelted with sun way more than expected. So I'm gonna get everything that is a perennial minus the vinca out of here. Like I said, the mouse ears hosta, there is a painted Japanese fern over there. The coral bells didn't make it, just too much sun. And as I mentioned in the previous video, it just kind of got away from me up here and I didn't water it consistently enough. And so we're gonna get it looking way more fresh and way better. I'll save the perennials. I cut back a lot of this. I only had two. One of them didn't make it. Anyways, this window box is just a total disappointment for me throughout the summer, but we'll get it looking fresh and let me show you the process. So while this hosta looked dead, when I pulled it out, it's got a great root system and it has some buds here you can see that are fresh. So I'll be keeping that. Okay, so here's a look at what it will look like. And then of course, as I mentioned earlier, there will be tulips popped in. They only had 3 of the ornamental peppers that are the dark purple leaves that you see there. And I need to groom all of this vinca, and I will do that after I plant. But the window box is a little bit odd because it is centered on the window, but yet it is 2 divided window boxes because otherwise it's just too big. It can't be one massive box. So I always get the middle plants as close as I can to the center line and then kind of go from there. I like symmetry, I like uniformity, and so this is kind of what I'm thinking. I do have a couple extra violas that I'm sure I will find a place to pop in. I don't have pots for up here yet. I really want pots in that hexagon geometric shape in that slate gray that we have in the back for the front. Just haven't got around to getting those yet. So eventually we'll have some of those up here. I don't know if it will be this spring or if it will be next summer, but I would love to have some planters up here just along the house here and here to flank this porch, and probably up there just to give the porch a little bit something else other than just the window box. But that will come in time. I want to go ahead and get this window box planted, so let me set my camera up. Okay, so I'm losing a little daylight here, but I wanted to give the exact plant names. So the purple here is the pigeon purple cabbage. The green cabbage here is Osaka white, and the violas are sorbet white. So I packed the violas in there, but I'm pretty happy with it. The purple here is just ornamental peppers with purple peppers. Right now they don't have many peppers on them, but they do have some pretty purple blooms, and there are just a couple on there. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm just really excited to have a refresh on the window box. Since I'm running out of daylight, I'm gonna get this all watered and then I'm going to pick off all of the leaves that need to be picked off from the vinca. But something else that I wanted to show you was this. So I got the first hose reel out of 3. This is not a sponsored post. This is not a sponsored video, but you might remember that the old hose reel was right here. You can see where we filled in the mortar holes from the previous reel, and it wasn't super functional because we'd have to come over here and it would get caught on the corner of the house, and the hose diameter was smaller than normal, and it didn't work well with my dram water wands. So last weekend, Tommy and I installed this charcoal 82-foot hose link on this post right here, where it's a little bit more inconspicuous from the street and not right here kind of at eye level on the house. So I'm really excited about that. Still have 2 more to go in the back. I won't say the hose brand that was there before because it really doesn't matter. I've had hose links before and they're really awesome. So they are a little bit on the more expensive side, so I'm changing them out one by one. So again, I need 3. I just got the front one done, considering that the front landscape will be the first completely done. You can see the landscape lighting on there. We are very happy with that. It looks pretty from the street. And in fact, here in just a second, I'll take you down by the street and we can take a look. But this is the window box. And once I get the tulips, I'll be adding some tulips in. And the violas will get pretty large. And all of these, I actually decided to rip some things out that I was going to leave. I just wanted a clean, fresh look. So the violas will get pretty big, and hopefully everything will grow according to plan. So let me take you out here really quick while the lights are on. And it's not super dark yet, but you'll get an idea of kind of what the landscape lighting looks like pretty much as soon as it comes on. So that is all that I have for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. It would mean a lot if you guys would like and subscribe. And maybe I should get my tripod out of the way and give you a final shot of the window box with the pumpkins. Thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye. Oh, and one other thing that I should add really quick. So many people in the last video said, oh my gosh, the squirrels are gonna love those pumpkins. And the previous owner did have a lot of issues with squirrels. And our other house, just 8 houses down the street, we did not have any issues with squirrels. And I think it's because of this guy right here. So he is indoor, outdoor. He hangs out here a lot. And while we do see a lot of squirrels here, they're constantly chirping at our cat Tucker. So they know he's around, and I think they kind of steer clear because we haven't had any issues this spring when I planted pots, or any issues with them digging in our pots this summer either. So just wanted to give that little bit of information because that was a hot topic on the comments in the previous video. But again, thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.